Blown to smithereens. Why is this term used only in military, as far as I know, and only to describe destruction? Dictionary's origin definition, from Irish Gaelic smidern, diminutive of smaidar, small fragment. If that description is so, then why is it that you never hear it used technically or to describe other setting? E.g., starts out as large flakes, then it becomes smithereens once it goes through this machine. It doesn't sound right.
Probably because the term has been associated to terms like blow or smash since its origin. Its usage can also be found outside military contexts, as suggested in the extract from the Macmillan Dictionary below. Blow to smithereens. The notion of things being broken/smashed/blown to smithereens dates from at least the turn of the 19th century. Francis Plowden, in the History of Ireland, 1801, records a threat made against a Mr. Poundon by a group of Orangemen: "If you don't be off directly, by the ghost of William, our deliverer, and by the orange we wear, we will break your carriage in smithereens, and hoff your cattle and burn your house." Smithereens is one of those unusual nouns that, like suds and secateur, never venture out by themselves. The word is always plural. The phrase finder. Smithereens. Contrary to the bucolic imagery of Heaney's verse, smithereens usually involve violence, or at least vigorous activity. Things get blown, bombed, blasted, bashed, dashed, smashed, and shot to, or into, smithereens. This activity often implicates material items, such as bricks, cities, or the good crockery, but it can also occur in a more figurative sense. One's hopes and dreams can be smashed to smithereens. The word's popularity can probably be attributed at least partly to its euphony, the way it bounces out off the lips and teeth, pulling its Gaelic tail after it. But this is idle speculation. From its slightly obscure beginnings, in and out of Irish, smithereens has eased its way into all sorts of contexts, from descriptions of military destruction to poetic accounts of evolution. On that note, and to conclude, I leave you with a line by D.H. Lawrence: "Then someone mysteriously touched the button, and the sun went bang, with smithereens of birds bursting in all directions." Macmillan Dictionary. Smithereens means tiny bits, shattered fragments. The word smithereens is often seen in the phrases blow, blew, blowing or blown to smithereens, and smash, smashes, smashing or smashed to smithereens. The word smithereens can be traced back to the Irish Gaelic word smiteren, which is a diminutive of the word smaidar, which means piece or fragment. The suffix "-ine" was tacked on as an additional diminutive. Smithereens appears at the beginning of the 19th century, with the variant spelling smithereens and shivereens appearing at about the same time. Today, only the spelling smithereens has survived. The grammarist.
Stand on a chair, lift some crockery over your head and then drop it on an uncarpeted floor. Result: smithereens. Example: inside the bathroom, the porcelain sink has been smashed to smithereens and the glass shower cubicle shattered. How I found this example and many similar ones: I googled the following two words. Smithereens porcelain. I have no idea where starts out as large flakes then it becomes smithereens once it goes through this machine came from. It sounds strange to me too.
I wanted to point out an earlier instance of smithereens than the phrase finders claimed 1801 occurrence in Francis Plowden, The History of Ireland, cited in user 66974's answer. From William Macready, The Banknote, or Lessons for Ladies, a comedy in 5 acts, London, 1795. servant. A letter from Mrs. Flounce. Sally. Let's see. Exit servant. Oh. What a seal, a heart stuck with darts, like pins in a pincushion. Reads, Thou fairest of the fair. I send you this by the penny post, and if the letter carrier does not give it to you directly, run to the post office to inquire for it, and then we'll be sure to meet, for I am going to your house immediately, where I hope you'll receive with ecstasy, your ever agreeable and transported, William Killeavy. Pshaw, what signifies transported? It would be something indeed if he had been hanged, or shot, or, enter Killeavy. Killeavy. I wish he was with all my heart. If the rascal is troublesome to you, who is he, my pet? Sally. Who? Why, a person who pretends to love me. Killeavy. Oh, then I join you with all my heart, and wish he was hanged, shot, cut in smithereens, or, Sally. Ha. 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 That's a very good joke. Why, it was yourself I meant. In the play, Killeavy is an Irish servant to a character named Sir Charles Leslie. Jonathan Green, Chambers Slang Dictionary, 2008, confirms that the form smithereens originated in Ireland. Smithereens n, also flindereens, smithers n, plus Irish dimon, in, share suggests Irish smidar, a fragment, mid-19c plus, tiny fragments, atoms, especially in phr smashed to smithereens, bloke break knocked split to into smithereens, smashed to pieces, often in figure use. I had no luck finding 18th century instances of smithers or flindereens, however. Although smashing to smithereens sounds like an inherently violent process, Green is correct that the expression may be used figuratively to refer to such things as emotional tumults that involve no real-world violence. One such early example is from The Can-Can, in the Book of Comic Songs and Recitations, 1874. A girl who lives up our court, served me as she didn't ought, and made of me a cruel sport, though after her I ran, she knocked my heart to smithereens, all for a chap of larger means, who made Java coffee out of beans, while she danced the can-can. With regard to the phrase find a date of 1801 for smithereens in Francis Plowden, The History of Ireland, the quoted text actually appears in Plowden's The History of Ireland, from its union with Great Britain, in January 1801, to October 1810, Volume 3, 1811, which reports that the word was used in a threatening anonymous note left near the hall door of a magistrate named Poundon in the summer of 1810. The form of this notice was, Mr. Poundon, Sir, we gave you notice some ago to quit this country, for you are making a rebellion here. We tell you now again, that if you don't be off directly, by the ghost of William, our deliverer, and by the orange we wear, we will break your carriage in smithereens and huff your cattle, and burn your house, so mind yourself, you will soon hear again from your friend, True Blue. It thus appears that the notice cited in the History of Ireland was written by night marauders in the summer of 1810 and reprinted in Plowden's History in 1811. The 1795 instance from Macready's play is 15 years older.
If you want to support the channel, please consider subscribing.